I feel guilty because I feel great. Yes, except friends are telling me, 10 days, that's the critical. I don't know. So maybe, like Chris said, perhaps my internal organs will all liquefy today.
Yeah,
But
it's an option.
Yes.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Did you get a carbon monoxide alarm just in case your smell never comes back?
I did not, but thank you for being one of my very dire friends that is warning me of the really bad things that might happen. No, I did not.
Officially, carbon monoxide is odorless.
Thank you, Chris.
You couldn't smell it anyway.
Yes.
Like if there was a gas leak, that would also detect it.
Okay, yeah.
So, Jody, then it would be too late. Just kidding. That's carbon monoxide. Okay.
I think Jess and Sean and Krista would be your carbon monoxide alarm there.
Only for 3 hours. Only for 3 hours a day.
I can't smell carbon monoxide.
If I'm going to get a gas leak or have a stroke, I'm going to need to schedule it during this time because otherwise.
Yeah, you're SOL.
Exactly. And then the other thing is if I don't answer when you call me on FaceTime to do the show, no one's coming up here to COVID Central anyway. So you'll just let that go for weeks until one of you starts to smell something and you're like, do I smell a body? I think I do.
Actually, it'd be like aliens. Sean would be walking up there with like the clean phone wands for light with a bubble over like a plastic bag over his head.
Yep.
And I feel like Sean loves me, but only to the degree that he would just crack the door and go, oh yeah, her dog's ate her. Okay. And then he would close it again.
I'm sure he would call somebody.
He would call me.
Yeah.
For like cleanup, yeah. So that Jody could come and take over the show. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We'd weekend to Bernie's this thing.
Yeah, we have it all planned out.
Sean, that's the only reason to hurry is before I decompose too much. Because if you're going to prop me up and put the sunglasses on,
We've got to lacquer you and we've got to put the sunglasses.
Sean, you and Jess don't have COVID, so you will smell me. Just think of it like that.
Oh,
okay.
Geez.
We would take you water. Yeah, we would take you water skiing.
So we can use that sound effect.
Uh-huh.
Hey, don't forget to duck. Clang. Oh, COVID in California. At least there's water skiing. Okay. So, Jody, you know what? Honestly, I don't know who is worse, right? Like these complicit Republicans, like all of them. This one, how about this? Senator Ted Cruz told Fox News that the insurrectionist mob's repeated chants of hang Pence were, quote, taken out of context by the radical left Democrat media. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there another way that hang Pence could be interpreted to be somehow...
Hang Pence's shoes, hang his pants for him, hang his jacket for him. Were we missing some words between...
Which Republican, Travis, said something similar like, oh, the media's overblowing the deaths to hurt Trump? I'm like, really? How do you overblow it? Was it 6 deaths? We're up to now 6 deaths.
Yeah.
I think so,
yes.
And more than Benghazi.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Schooley said, let's not do anything rash like remove the president who has apparently paralyzed the whole government from revealing anything about what happened 5 days ago. Mm-hmm. I mean, Jody, what we keep saying, not even a press conference.
I know.
About what happened and why. They're obviously all frozen in fear. Everybody's trying to do the cover your ass thing.
Well, yeah, McCarthy coming out and telling his caucus in the House there is no Antifa proof at this point. Stop saying it. He's watching his own butt here, too. It sounds like he's worried about liability this coming weekend.
Well, thank you. I mean, this is why this is an ongoing threat. And he needs, first of all, the ringleader. Trump needs to be removed immediately.
Absolutely.
And why there wouldn't be bipartisan consensus on that, I don't know. If only to save, like you said, Jody, just to save their asses.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, Kevin McCarthy's watching the spigot dry up. All their donors are saying, we are not donating.
Just walked away.
Hallmark. I might start enjoying the acting in Hallmark movies. That's what I think I'm going to start watching more Hallmark movies, because they just said not only, do we want the money back that we gave to people that are actively voted to subvert our democracy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think Hallmark sent Josh Hawley one of those little cards that has the money slot in it?
Yeah.
Said, just put it in here.
Give it back.
Send it back.
Just with a note that says, put it back in here.
There's a note for there's a card for that.
There's a card for that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Right. Boy meets girl, then girl squeezes him for the money. Get the money back. Okay. Yes, Will tweets, Kevin McCarthy asked Pelosi to censure Trump instead. She replied, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Oh,
bam.
bam.
Oh, bam.
Yep.
I mean, what is all this begging and groveling now? Oh, please don't. Oh, Joe Biden, please stop this. Oh, let's just censure him. Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, Jody, what is the Constitution or impeachment written for other than this?
Exactly.
Other than inciting insurrection against the United States of America.
Exactly. This is, it's just mind-boggling. Liz Cheney is the voice of reason in the House of Representatives.
Oh my God, I will never forgive anybody for making me like a Cheney for even an instant. Yeah, McCarthy would like Biden to lower the temperature that McCarthy raised while simultaneously demanding that Donald Trump doesn't face any consequences for his actions. I mein, they're just different degrees of despicable, Jody. Yep. They really are, right?
I don't, it boggles my mind. It just boggles my mind.
And the ones that are left, if you're bootlicking now, like Hogan Gidley, who's, by the way,
oh my God,
whose name
Hogan
is
Gidley.
I'm sorry, his name is Hogan Gidley.
Yeah.
I feel like he's this close to storming the Capitol with his mom. Seriously, these are the guys that are called macho, the guy with the zip ties and the fake army outfit, and his mommy's right next to him. He's storming the Capitol with his mother. I can't. Okay. So Hogan Gidley talking about how very, very macho Donald Trump is.
With the social media crackdown, does he feel emasculated, especially as he heads out of office?
Look, I wouldn't say emasculated. I mean, if the most masculine person I think to ever hold the White House is the President of the United States.
The guy with the makeup and the hairspray and the girdle and the diaper and the lifts, who was too big a coward to serve and actually was too big a coward to even march a few yards with his own little fake army.
Right.
I see. That guy, Jody. That guy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And let's skip down to 11. This is what I mean about they all need to go to prison. Rudy Giuliani, did you hear the tape, Jody?
No.
Of him on the phone during the riots, thinking he's leaving a message for Senator Football McDumbass. What's his name? Tommy Tuberville.
Yeah.
No, we just need you to slow this down. We need you to slow the vote down.
And he wanted it with 10 states, not just 6 or 7. He was like up to 10. I'm like, what are the other states he was trying to mess with?
But Jody, this was the plan. You have to this wasn't improv. Nope. This wasn't Second City what happened. This is Sebastian Gorka from 2 weeks ago. They were trying to get this into the House where I know people don't understand because Democrats control the House, but because state by state there's more Republican, whatever.
Right.
The point is, this was a coup. This was a plan to somehow throw a landslide election in Joe Biden's favor into the House to like make it like improv, like, oh, well, we don't accept these electors and Mike Pence is going to do this and then it'll get into the states and then we'll just give it to the guy that lost.
Yeah, under the 12th Amendment.
Right, but here's Gorka.
If we can stop the ratification till January the 18th, which means neither Beijing Biden nor the president get 270 electoral college votes, man, the founding fathers were smart. Something called the contingent election kicks in.
Oh my God. Okay.
Go
on, because we're going to use all this as evidence.
Right.
Go on.
Yeah.
If nobody gets 270 by January the 18th, the House of Representatives chooses our president. And the Senate chooses the vice president. But here's the real kicker. It's not a vote of the members of the House. Because, of course, the Democrats would elect creepy Beijing Biden. It is by a vote of the state delegations.
Right. See how clever he is? This is all nice. It's all been recorded for the police.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
One vote per state. One. and it goes by political party. And guess who has the most party delegations? We do!
Jody, I mean, it's all laid out here. It's just Giuliani on tape at the rally. I mean, all of this stuff is. It really. I'm still having a hard time. Adam tweeted, "It seems obvious one of the reasons Republicans are so eager to move on is they're terrified of what we're going to learn from the investigation."
Exactly.
You had members tweeting Nancy Pelosi's location.
Yep.
I mean, I just think, like, as horrible as this was last Wednesday, isn't your mind like getting around the more horrible connotations of it?
Absolutely. It's we are lucky, and so are the members of Congress, that they weren't more organized.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Had they really been as tactical as they could have been and more organized, like Figliuzzi told you yesterday, it could have been a lot worse. And maybe Pelosi and Pence would not be with us right now. This is frightening what could have happened had it been more organized than it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Karen in Chicago. You're on with Jody on the show. Hello, Karen. Hello, Karen.
Hi.
Poo-poo.
Can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, you know what? It is frightening, and it's one more reason why we should think twice about sending people over to do multiple tours of duty, because then they come back with PTSD, and then they possibly can turn against the government, and join these conspiracy cults. Some of those people were very organized and tactical. They knew what they were
that's
doing.
what we're finding. There were members of the military, previous, or police departments. I mean, this is. I mean, obviously, two members of the Capitol Police have already been suspended. Karen, the one is the guy that took a selfie. The other one had a MAGA hat on and was showing people around or where to go.
Yeah. And can I just say, though, I'm taking some pleasure in seeing these GOP members of Congress tweeting their shock over Trump supporters turning on them. And now I wonder if they realize that the parasite is eating the host.
Yeah.
They better buckle up, because this is going to go bad for them.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you see what a little coward Lindsey Graham is as they're chasing him through the airport, and he's, reportedly screaming at a Capitol policeman about why he won't protect him. Why don't you look in the mirror, Lindsey?
Yeah.
You started this. You helped start this.
Absolutely. And I don't think we need to wonder what's with Pence and what's with Lindsey Graham. They've been compromised from day one.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anyway,
love you, poo-poo. Love you, poo-poo.
Guys.
Thank you.
Poo-poo, poo-poo,
Thank
poo-poo,
you.
poo. All right, goodbye.
Would you?
Yes, Jake Tapper said, it's not just Capitol Police. The U.S. experienced a terrorist attack, and yet not one federal law enforcement agency has held a press conference to give even basic information about what happened.
Yeah.
Not DOJ, nor DHS, nor the White House. A total dereliction of leadership.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's as bad as you think, right? It's worse than you think.
Yeah.
And how about this? How does this make you feel? Just tell me on a visceral level when I read this. Breaking news: the leaders of Britain, France, Germany, and Canada have offered to send troops to protect the U.S. Capitol.
I think we should accept them.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel as an American? I mean,
Embarrassed.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a word for it. It's God.